All right, YouTube, I'm hungry, and today we're making Pinoy barbecue pork.
Delicious.
I'm gonna make this Filipino originated barbecue pork. You know, it's on a stick. I'm gonna barbecue it. It's Pinoy barbecue pork. All right, you know, the real differences here is what we're gonna use for our marinade and what we're gonna base this with. Look at this guy. Oh, let me come around here. Let me come around here. This here, right here, this is banana sauce. You know, there's a lot of stuff in this, but this one here, I'm told is the good brand, son. So this one here, it comes straight from the Philippines. You know, do not pass go. Do not collect $200. This one here is made in, oh geez, I can't say that word at all. Tangwan City, Philippines. All right, that's our, it's like a ketchup almost, right? But it's made out of bananas. What? My son, he's off camera. He's going to go get me a can of Sprite. Can you go get me a can of Sprite? I forgot my Sprite. All right, so we're going to make our marinade, and we're going to make it nice and slow. All right, here's our bowl. Right, I'm going to take this lemon juice. This is like a 3/4 cup. The measurements, they're going to be down below in the comments, all right? I'm going to add it to my 3/4 cup of banana sauce. What? All right, and I'm going to start to mix it. I'm doing this because I want all that banana sauce to come out, right? I don't want it stuck in the bowl. That's all right. So I'm thinking that lifted it. All right. Maybe not all the way. That's all right. We're going to do the same thing here. Oh, here comes my boy. Come on, boy. There you go. Thank you, sir. You want to be on the camera? All right. Here goes the soy sauce. He said he don't want to be on camera. Well, why do you step in front of the camera if you don't want to be on camera? Get that stuff out of there. All right. Look at that. I think I got most of it out of there. Let's see. I taste a little bit of this on my finger. This stuff is actually pretty good. It tastes a little bit like ketchup, but you could definitely know it's not. All right. You definitely know it's not ketchup. All right. What else do we got here? Michael, you got a guess? They don't know. Okay, we'll do brown sugar first. We got 4 tablespoons. 4 tablespoons of brown sugar. Pow! What else I got? It looks like saying, this is granulated garlic, folks. Granulated garlic. How about this one? No, this is pepper. How do you confuse pepper for sugar? All right, that's my son. He came for me. Don't clown on him. I know where you is. All right, here we go. And some salt, right? Guys, again, down below in the description will be the measurements, right? I'm not going to list everything out for you. We got to make it a little hard on you, I guess. You got to go read it a little bit. All right. You're going to start mixing this in. All right. Keep on mixing. Keep on mixing. All right. My mixer hasn't come in yet. Boy, that Bed Bath & Beyond. I tell you what, listen. This here isn't because I'm thirsty either. You know what this is? It's 12 ounces. How many ounces are in a cup? Well, you ain't serious. You don't know. 12 ounces, boy. 12 ounces of Sprite. Make it yummy, son. Don't you know? Look at that. It don't look yummy to you? Guess what's over here? Imaginary garbage can. I throw it over there and somehow it always ends up in a real garbage can. Thank you, Mommy. Right? Yeah. You know, normally when I talk, Michael, Mommy stands behind the camera and I talk to her as I go, right? Makes it look like I talk at the camera. Now I'm talking to you and I gotta somehow look at the camera. You stand in the wrong spot. Go stand next to that blue thing. There you go. See that? See that? Little trick to my game here. All right, guys. So that's the marinade right there. And later on, you're going to see me basting it once it's on the grill. And when I baste it on the grill, it's going to be the same exact sauce, but no soda, right? No soda. So you take out a lot of the sugar, I guess, and a lot of syrups. All right. Let me just continue to stir this up real quick, because then we got to cut up our pork. What? Boom. All right. So that's ready to go. Guys, this is an 8-pound pork shoulder. All right. This pork shoulder has a bone in it, right? I don't care if you got a bone in or bone out. What you're going to do is kind of treat this like burnt ends a bit. You're going to cut up, I don't know, 1-inch blocks off of it, right? That bone being in there, it won't stop us. All right. This thing has a lot of blood in the bottom of this package. All right. This is, where did I get this from? You guys, if you have a store near you, a wholesale store named BJ's, I got this from BJ's, all right? So there we go, all right? Let me take care of this so I don't get blood everywhere. Oh, too late. I'm spraying this down before we're done tonight. And then I'm going to throw this directly in that garbage can. This ain't going in an imaginary garbage can. This is filthy. Porky had a lot of blood in him, didn't he? All right, listen. Here we go. Find your bone. Your bone's important, where it's at. So my bone's right there, and it comes up and around, right? And that bone's kind of in the way. And I'm not cutting off any of this fat. Oh, look at that. There's more than one bone in there. Let's get rid of that bone first. What do you think? But unfortunately, you know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do? To do the rest of this on this meat, I'm not going to work it no more. You know what I'm going to do to it? That, sir, is going to be a bean soup. Oh, boy. All right, that's all the bone, though. All the bone's out of there. I don't need this little knife no more. All right? What'd I say, Michael? How are we going to cut this up? Huh? We're going to cut it up in little slivers, right? Little 1-inch slivers. Cubes, yeah. Slivers and cubes, right? Look at that. Look at that. That looks good, don't it? All right, folks, listen up. There might be a little bit of overflowing going on this bowl here, right? There's still a lot of liquid in that bowl that can be in the juice, the juice. So off camera, what we're going to do is I got these 2-gallon bags, right? There's some big old hefty duty bags, and I'm going to take this. I'm going to dump it in that bag, and then probably, I don't know, once an hour till I go to bed, I'm just going to slosh this around. But in about 24 hours, actually a little less than 24 hours because the sun's already going down. But let's say sometime tomorrow afternoon, after I cook lunch, I'm going to come back out here and we're going to put this on some sticks. And then we're going to grill this up, right? All right, folks. We'll be back. All right, YouTube. We're back. It's been about 24 hours or so. You know, I reckon it's been about 20 hours. We already made our marinade off camera. We've taken our meat here and we've already put it on sticks, right? You know, just bamboo skewers, right? They look like big old giant toothpicks. All right, now what we're fixing to do, we're going to start dumping this right here in the Recteq Bullseye. All right, my Bullseye is set for 500 degrees. I'm guessing somewhere along this cook, I'm going to ramp it up to the riot mode, you know. But here we go. Time to dump them in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the stick side and I'm going to face it to the innards of the grill. And I think that it will protect the sticks just a little bit. All right. I'm not really worried about my hands too much. We're going to get messy here. They're not all going to fit neither. You know, normally, pre-pandemic, I would try to wear gloves for this. But we ain't pre-pandemic, is we? No, we ain't. So, you get what we got here, which is no gloves. Let me see if I can move these sticks around just a little bit. Maybe I can get more in here. What answer is that? That's a big old maybe. That's a big old maybe. All right, guys, I'll have some more sticks to put in there here in a minute. We're gonna shut this lid. We're gonna give it like 7 minutes. I think 7 minutes is what the instructions said. You know, I'm grilling at 500 degrees. 7 minutes seems like a lot, but that's all right. Before I flip them, I'm gonna baste them. And then once I flip them, I'm gonna baste them again. We'll be back in a few. You know, I got 4 more sticks, so we might see this more than once tonight. What? All right, we'll be back. Oh, look at that. YouTube. Siri's telling me it's time to flip these things. All right, we're gonna have to baste them first. Oh my God, would you look at that? Just look at it. Just look at it. We're gonna have to baste it. Again, guys, this sauce I'm about to put on there is everything we had yesterday, but without the soda. All right, that's what the recipe calls for. I added a little bit of cayenne pepper to mine. That's all right. You know, I want it a little bit spicier. Oh, just look at that. Also, guys, I've tasted this banana ketchup already. It don't taste anything like ketchup, really. It's really sweet. I'm thinking with this sauce, it's going to taste really good with pork, all right? I think they hit the nail on the head with this one. It is what it is. It is what it is, and it's yummy. All right? Look how easy that was. It don't have to be hard. We's in the backyard, folks. All right, we're going to flip this. All right? And then we're going to baste them again. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, folks, this here, Pinoy pork right here, folks. Pinoy pork. A lot of sticks in the middle. Make this a little bit more fun. That's all right. Lots of sticks, and they're going to just have to move out the way. We're flipping them. Pinoy pork. Oh my God, looks delicious. This looks delicious. What does this one look like? Oh, I broke a stick. That's all right. Broken stick. No one cared about it. What we have to do is we have to catch that half pan. But first, I gotta baste these so I can shut that door. Gotta get them basted. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm raising this grill up. I don't know exactly how I'm gonna do it yet. I got some center blocks that I use for some other things. I might just stack some center blocks underneath it and call it a deal. But, you know, I'm 6'7". Bending over for this thing kind of sucks. All right? I got a bad back, too. I'm working on, like, my 3rd surgery. You wouldn't believe this, but before my back issues, I rode a bicycle. I was pretty thinned out. Now, not so much. Not so much now. You know, but, it is what it is. All right. So, there you go. We basted it. We're going to shut this lid. We're going to say, hey, Siri, set an alarm for 6 more minutes. She don't listen. She like my wife. Hey, Siri, set an alarm for 6 minutes.
Your alarm is set for
There she goes. She got it. Let me go get this. All right, folks, I got my pan. The wind is blowing out here. Yes, sir. Let me just put this pan maybe upside down. Will help me a little bit with a phone on it. We'll be back after a while. All right, YouTube, we're back. You know, the wind picked up. I lost some camera footage. They look like they're about to fall off. All right. Look at this pork, son. Look at that. Oh, my gosh. This is going to be some yummy, yummy pork. All right. Temperatures look great. Just look at that. Look at that. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Boy, let me tell you what. Let me tell you this right now. Just look at that. That is some awesome looking pork. All right, this Bullseye is doing a good job. I am so happy so far. Guys, all this is here is a Bullseye doing some work, son. They went to town today. Look at this food. Look at it. That one don't look as good. All right, but it's still good. All right, guys, listen. I'm gonna put this one back here. We're gonna let them cool off a bit. We gotta cook these ones up. All right. And they're doing only 4, so I'm just gonna dump them in. All right, we're gonna dump those in, and we'll move them around a bit. All right. Oh, guys, this grill is hot. All right. So I think right now I got it in the right mode. I do. So it's well over 700 degrees. All right. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna give this 6 minutes. We're gonna flip it. We're gonna baste it. We're gonna flip it. We gonna eat, son. All right, I'll talk to you soon. All right, bye-bye. These over here are done. Oh, come on, get all of that. You know how like you're walking around a mall or something? You got that guy out there with that toothpick. He's trying to hand you some food. And it tastes real good. And you order your food and it don't taste so good. Well, this is the one he hands you to begin with. This is some good food right here. I really like this food. I wonder why Filipino people aren't as fat as I am. Because if I was in the Philippines and I could get this on a street corner, I'd be fat. All right, guys, listen up. We down for the day. Those are going to get done. You already see how to do it over there. Just make sure you flip it on each of the sides. You got 4 sides. You got to be flipped on 4 sides, right? I got to eat. I'll talk to you all later. Bye-bye. Turn it off. Turn it off. I got to eat. I'm hungry.